Hey everybody, I'm back again with another video. This time I'm going over the Mavic Pro 2. Now, it was slated to come out in late March, like March 22nd, but rumors have it that it's going to be delayed until June. Now, based on that fact, I wanted to show you guys what are the differences between the Pro 1 and the Pro 2, and then also whether there's going to be a price change with the Pro now that the 2 is coming out. Anyway, let's get started with the video. Okay, so first of all, I went to this website called Drone DJ. Now, in my research, I found that this is one of the ones that usually comes out with pretty good predictions and is a pretty good website if you're looking for drone information. So they're stating that the Mavic Pro 2 is going to be delayed, quite possibly. Now, originally, it was going to be coming out on March 22nd. That was the previous launch date. But now they're stating that it's probably going to be more like June that this thing comes out. So, like right here, boom, June. I wanted to get the Mavic Pro, but then I heard that the Mavic Pro 2 was going to be quite possibly be coming out soon. And then the Mavic Air just came out. And there are a lot of things I like about the Mavic Air, except for the fact that it might almost be too small for me. I feel like the wind and it being able to hover in a higher wind situation would probably be a little bit compromised compared to a Mavic Pro, which is not huge by any stretch, but its wingspan is a little bigger, its blades are a little bit bigger. I feel like it would be a little bit more stable. But since the 2 is coming out, I feel like the price on the Pro, the original version, is going to drop. And I believe that that's already starting to happen. So this is the source right here that they are stating is coming up with this information about it not being available till June. So here are some of the rumored specifications for the Mavic Pro 2. The name is going to be Mavic Pro Roman numeral 2 instead of the number 2. It will be larger than the original Mavic Pro, which to me, wind stability and things like that, I think that a little bit larger is not a big deal, and it's probably a little bit better. Then it's going to have a 4820 milliamp hour battery and be 15.2 volts compared to the 3830 and the 11.4 volts that is in the current Mavic Pro. The battery design will be different for the Mavic Pro 2 from the 1. The motors will be a little bit larger, probably more like the Phantom 4. It will have 33 minutes of flight time, which right now currently you got 27 and 30 with the Platinum. And it should be quieter, let's hope so. And it will have a slightly faster miles per hour. I think it's 40 miles per hour now, so it's going to be going to 45. The CMOS sensor will be 1 inch, which will be much larger than the current one, which is a little over half. And it will have a 28 millimeter lens. No mechanical shutter, like I said, and it will have a variable iris of f2.8 to 11, f11. So, pretty good varifocal lens. A newly designed 3 gimbal axis. So all of that sounds awesome. The old one was no slouch, and DJI does have a track record of making stuff way better each iteration. It's also going to have a 3D sensing to avoid obstacles even in the dark, and then you have an improved vision processing system. It should be faster than even the Mavic Air. And then it's also going to have possible rear vision obstacle avoidance sensors. And when I say possible, because later in this article, it does state that it might not have the rear vision. Now, I believe it's going to, just because they've already bring that design out in the air, and they don't usually delete features. They normally add features when they go to their next model up. It will use OcuSync, which is a big deal to me. That's one of the reasons why I didn't go with the Mavic Air. It's using an enhanced Wi-Fi. I believe OcuSync is a superior communication format. Now, the video transmission currently frequency is unknown. The agility and precision, they're saying it should be improved. I don't know how you make it bigger and then make it more agile, but hey, you never know. And then it is expected to outperform the Phantom 4 Pro. The beta testing of the 2 ended in late January. Mass production has already started. They said early February, so they're pretty much gearing up already. And it was slated for the 22nd, but it could be later. And now they're saying it more likely will be in June. And the Mavic Pro 2 will be controlled with the same app as the current Mavic, and it should have a price point of about $1,299 or more, and then of course the Fly More will be more. So that, all of that sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty par for the course. I believe that that means that the Mavic Pro original should go down. Actually, I have seen that prices are starting to drop in anticipation for this coming out. So let's look down here, and as you can see, they even have the drawings from their source saying what it's going to look like. It looks very much like the original Mavic. A little bit of a design change here on the front sensors, and as you can see here, it looks pretty much exactly the same except for maybe larger components. So I can see it being very much the same format, maybe with larger motors and a few more sensors, and maybe just slightly longer arms so that you could fit a bigger propeller or a bigger battery, something of that sort. So there's a lot of rumors going on right now. I'm gonna wait till it gets hashed out. I was looking to buy right after the 2 came out in March, but now you might want to hold off if it's expected to come out in June. Okay, so let's look at what's currently going on with the Mavic Pro. It looks like the price is already starting to drop. Like I said, in anticipation of the 2 coming out, it looks like DJI is starting to do some deals on the machines, and it might be a really good time to go with the original Pro. If you are fine with the original specs of the Pro, then this might be the way to go, because it looks like it's looking more of a Air price. This is actually a really good thing for people who are looking to get into the market but don't want to spend over $1,000 minimum. So $769. Now obviously that isn't the Fly More combo, so but it looks like you might be able to breach that $1,000 mark and get a little bit lower than that. So it looks like it's off about $230, and that means that it's $30 cheaper than even the Mavic Air, which is awesome. And this price has not been seen since the release of 2016. All right, so it doesn't look like it's going to be lower than 1,000, but just above, right there. And that's still $221 lower, and you get the 2 batteries, the extra propellers, the car charger, the bulk adapter, charging adapter, and a bag to throw it all in. So I wanted to confirm the price that was stated on the website. I actually clicked the link, and it looks like it's more like $1,044, which is still cheaper than it was previously. You might want to wait a little bit longer. They still have 9 in stock, but You might want to wait a little bit longer to see if the price drops anymore when the actual announcement happens. But this is a pretty good price. If you go to the website directly on DJI and look, the Fly More combo is still $1,300 on DJI's website. So, you know, you're saving a little bit more money going on Amazon than on DJI Direct. And if you click on the Amazon price, it's more like $800 just for the Pro, which is still awesome. That's almost $200 off. So either way, I don't think you can go wrong with the Pro, but if you want to wait for the upgraded specs, a little bit better drone, and pay a few $100s more, if you got the money, go for it. Anyway guys, that's my video. Hopefully you found this helpful and you were able to make a decision on which drone you would like to go to. I'm going to leave links in the description for the websites, for the drones themselves, on DJI, on Amazon, everything, so that if you want, you can just click on them and buy them. It does give me a little bit of tiny kickback if you do click on the links, and that helps the channel out. But anyway, if you like this video, please click like. If you really, really liked it, please subscribe. And also click that bell on the top right hand or wherever they moved it to now to get my latest videos. Talk at you later. I'm going to get the tech out of here.